Hi Kamangas, welcome to All Manga channel, and let me show you all the manga that I have read last month. That's January 2023. And let me start with Tomo-chan is a girl. I only read the first volume because I only have volume number 1 and I really like this series. The story of this is about Tomo, who is a tomboy, and she wants her childhood friend and crush to see her as a girl and not one of the boys. So there is an anime, I guess, that is currently on air about this manga, and this is a 4-panel manga, as you can see. So I haven't watched the anime yet, but I do read the first volume. So I like this first volume, but I think this is thinner than the other manga that I have. Not sure how many volumes are currently out, or if this is already concluded or finished. So this is Tomo-chan is a girl, the first volume. And then the second manga that I have read is a one-shot manga. This is She and Her Cat, story by Makoto Shinkai. So this is about the story of a girl and her cat. So the storytelling of this one is from the perspective of the cat. So she is a working single lady, and there are so many emotions on this one, and as I have mentioned, the story was told based on the perspective of the cat. I really like the art of this one and the story as well. It is confusing sometimes, but still it's good. And while reading this one, I noticed that the art was done by Tsubasa Yamaguchi, who is the mangaka of Blue Period. I have that manga in my collection, but I haven't read any of the volumes yet. So I'm expecting a lot on that one because it is about art. That manga is about art, and this one has a good art. I like the art of She and Her Cat, and the story, all the story that was done or written by Makoto Shinkai. The next in my manga reading log is the first volume of Dears. I have mentioned this in my manga haul for the month of January. I've got the last volume and I started reading Dears. This is from the same creator of Shugo Shara, which I don't have in my collection. And this has a vibe of Saber Marionette and Oh My Goddess. And this is about an alien. So there are lots of aliens that has landed on Earth. That's an emergency landing, and they became friends with the Earthlings. And it seems that there is something behind on the aliens, like it's like the server master servant relationship, something like that. So this is the first volume of Dears. And then I have also read a completed series. So this is Pretty Face volumes 1 to 6. So this is completed in 6 volumes. I read all of these last month, and it's very hilarious. So the story of this is about a guy who has a crush on his schoolmate. Unfortunately, he got into an accident and his face was burnt and destroyed. So the doctor doesn't know him at all, and there was one picture from his wallet. That's the picture of his crush, and that doctor fixed his face, but as a girl. That's the face of his crush. So fortunately for him, that should be an issue, right? But fortunately, his crush does have a twin sister, and so that's how the story starts. He pretended to be the twin sister of the crush, and he's very happy at first about that, but as time goes by, he keeps on thinking on what will be the reaction of the girl once she knew that he is just using the face of the twin sister just to be close to her. But it seems that he has more motive on doing that, so he wants to find the twin sister so his crush will be happy again. So this is volume number 3. Volume number 4, so this is a romantic comedy series. Volume number 5, and it has some explicit content, that's why this is here, parental advisory, mature content. So this is not that great, but still okay to be read. That's the only thing I can tell about this one. So this Pretty Face, completed in 6 volumes, published by Viz Media, and the art and story was done by Yasuhiro Kano. Last series that I have read is Girl Got Game. This is completed in 10 volumes, so I have read the rest of the volumes. I think I have read the first 3 volumes last year. I'm not sure, I cannot remember which month, but now I have read all the volumes. This is volume number 5, volume number 6, volume number 7. So this is a shoujo manga with a mix of basketball, same as Waiting for Spring, but the only difference about this is a romantic comedy. Waiting for Spring is more serious than this one. So I've got volume number 8, volume number 9, and lastly volume number 10. So the girl, that's Kyo, she pretended to be a guy, to be in a school where a boys basketball club is very popular. So that is not her own decision, that was the decision of her father, who wants to be a NBA player. Unfortunately, he had an injury and he didn't able to fulfill that dream, so he wants to pass that dream to her daughter by enrolling her in a school with a great basketball team. So I really like the plot of this one. So there are lots of comedy scenes on this. My only issue here is that there is one event where it's not realistic, because he got a bomb with him and he bombed a building for a high school guy. I think that's not possible, but I like the humor on this one. I love the plot. That's the only thing that I didn't like, I think. But still, this is a great manga for me, because this is one of the most hilarious manga that I read. So Pretty Face is also a comedy, but I like this more than that. So I think I'm gonna have a full review on Girl Got Game on a different video. Please check on that. So this is one of the manga that I have read from January. Girl Got Game by Chizuru Seno, a 10-volume manga series published by Tokyo Pop. So again, let's have a look on all the titles that I have read. So I only read 16 volumes of manga. I think that's not bad for 1 month, considering that I am also working and I do have some small business in my home country. So I have read all of this, so I'm hoping to read more for the month of Feb. I think I'm gonna read more on shoujo manga, because Feb is the month of love. I'll try to mix it up with different genre like shonen, sports, or anything that I'll be interested on. I do have lots of titles in my collection, and I want to read them all. So these are, again, the manga that I have read for the month of January. So thank you for watching this video, and see you on my next manga haul. Goodbye, and please be safe.